Well, Pisces, it's February 2025. I'm going to start the horoscope for you now. By that I mean I'm going to animate it because it's an important month based upon all of these planets, and you'll see at the very end of the reading a whole new you emerging. This is like the chrysalis emerging from the cocoon. You are definitely going through a spiritual growth spurt, if I could call it that. Two planets, one of your main rulers, Jupiter, along with Neptune, but Jupiter retrograde now up until the 4th of February, indicating a huge move forward, an ability for you to finally see yourself clear and to also start to identify with those aspects of life that are resonant with who you are. I think it's safe to say that most people, including astrologers, are often more concerned about what it is that you're going to do. How can I do it? If you're asked what you do, it's rare for me to find people identifying with what they do. If you are a musician, you identify and say, I am a musician. So here's my question for you this month. Can you truly identify with who you are as what you do? Because I think this is the redefining aspect of these planetary configurations this month. Saturn is still making its way through your sun sign, brings immense responsibility. It can slow you down, it can frustrate you, it can give you the shits big time, because you can't seem to find your way forward. Well, the good news is that with the... I'm going to turn this down. Excuse me one moment. I'll just put that on hold. The obstructions that you've had here about identifying who you are, I think have to do with what it is you've been doing. And this is important because I mentioned right at the outset of the month, the first transit there is Jupiter in its forward motion. It's been retrograde for some time. And you notice here it's in the 4th sector. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th sector has everything to do with your peace of mind, feeling contented. And so this is an aspect that people sometimes forfeit for the sake of popularity, for the sake of money, for the sake of reputation and power. And that's also important because it does regulate these aspects of your life. Jupiter rules not only Pisces, which is your sun sign, it also regulates Sagittarius, which is your career. This is the flowering of one's karma, one's identity, what one can potentially become. So it's important that it's going direct on the 4th. It fully influences this 10th house of your career and your identity. And getting back to what I said initially, so I don't want to confuse you, it has everything to do with aligning your identity, or rather aligning what you do with who you are. That's your homework before I see you next month. Okay? Take a look. There's a full moon that took place in your 6th house of work. That's also going to be an additional thread, a confirmation of what I'm saying here in terms of what you do being aligned with who you are, what you are being aligned with who you do. So you are what you do, but are you? That's my question. Are you happy in what you're doing? It shows me here that the retrogression has given you cause to reappraise what you've been doing. You know, we often get into a habitual mode. Habits are difficult to break. And Saturn and the node and Neptune here show you've been struggling to bring the ideal of who you are down into the practical. How do you fit that in? For the most part, it's been a round peg trying to be inserted into a square hole. So we've got to get that round peg into the round hole. And I think that's what's happening here. And we can see here on the 24th, the forward motion of Mars, which is also very, very important, ruling your higher ideals, and coupled with the new moon there in the sun sign. Now, I told you at the end I'd give you a little bit of an additional there. The new moon, of course, means wiping clean the slate of who you were, what you are, what your identity is, and more importantly, how you present yourself to the world around you. So this is a big, significant jump, and right there at the tail end of the month, 24th to the 28th, forward movement of Mars, and that new moon there in your sun sign. All good stuff, all positive, all bringing some success to you in the coming months, which we're going to talk about. Don't forget to accessorize this reading, amplify it with what we've got there. Follow the links, daily, weekly, monthly readings. We've got the text there, yearly readings, and right now we've uploaded the Chinese New Year snake horoscopes. So go there, find out what's happening, put it all together, and to a large extent you can be your own astrologer. Don't forget to subscribe. If you need me as your astrologer though, drop me a line and I'm more than happy to talk to you. I'll see you next month. Look after yourselves. Bye bye.